In the Lindbergh mansion, Charlotte thought, I crazily bought a game at a radical sale a while ago. I was intrigued by its intense atmosphere and ended up playing it, but the difficulty stressed me out and I had to quit. However, I should not have given up like that. I should have seen the ending of this game where the male lead keeps dying. If only I had known I would regress into this game. Dietrich spoke. I apologize for opening the door without permission. I came in to avoid the rain, but I did not realize this was someone's mansion. Charlotte thought, jet black hair, purple eyes that shine brightly even in the dark of the night. I know this man. She asked, are you Dietrich? Dietrich replied, how do you know my name? Excuse me, how do you know who I am? This is my first time meeting you. Charlotte thought, is it because you are the main character? In that moment of hesitation, as I pondered what to say, suddenly my body froze, and with the sensation of warmth spreading through my eyes, my tongue stiffened. Charlotte spoke, welcome to the Lindbergh mansion. She thought, against my will, lines of dialogue flowed from the tip of my tongue. Charlotte continued, the owner is a merciful person, however, he greatly dislikes guests who are not properly surviving. I wish to serve you, will you please follow me? She thought it was a line I had seen countless times in the game. The Lindbergh mansion begins the moment Dietrich enters the mansion. If you don't find the truth, you will be trapped here for the rest of your life. The only chance you have is before stepping into the mansion. It seems like Dietrich is suspicious, unlike in the game, fortunately. Dietrich asked, young lady, I asked how you know my name. I would like to hear the answer first. Charlotte replied, if you come in, I will tell you. She thought, just get out now. If you are suspicious, don't go through any hardship for no reason. Dietrich told her, all right, can I hear your answer now? Charlotte thought, somehow, the game is starting. She said, I just knew your name. Dietrich commented, sorry, but I can't seem to understand what you are saying right now. Charlotte thought, no, that is not important. You are trapped right now. There is only one way out for him, which was the ending of this game. Finding the room of truth, however, that is almost impossible. The room of truth can only be reached by ascending all the way to the 5th floor of the mansion. While it may sound easy, entering the mansion and ascending the floors are two very different stories. In each room of the mansion, there is dust, and when you collect all the dust on the floor, it forms a fragment. You need that fragment to move on to the next floor. Once you collect all the fragments up to the 5th floor, only then does the key to the room of truth appear. Until all these steps are completed, Dietrich cannot leave the mansion under any circumstances. Charlotte asked, since it is already late, how about getting some sleep? It might be better to get some rest to prepare for tomorrow. Dietrich replied, what are you on about all of a sudden? I just want to hear how you came to know about me. Didn't you say you would tell me if I came in? If you won't tell me, I will just leave. I apologize for intruding without permission. Charlotte thought, the mansion will never let him out. I know this scene. Dietrich asked, why is the door locked? Please tell me. Charlotte thought, the countless moments I have played through are replaying before my eyes, and at the same time, my mouth is forced open. Charlotte stated, welcome to the Lindbergh mansion, you fool. You cannot leave this place until you find the room of truth. If you want to leave, you must ascend all the floors and find the room of truth. You can't leave right now. She thought, me, possessed by the NPC Charlotte, Dietrich, the main character in this game. Another game has begun. Dietrich spoke, my sword aura is not coming out. What is the meaning of this? What do you want? No, is someone ordering you to do this? Charlotte replied, I told you, you must find the room of truth. Dietrich told her, that is not what I asked. All right, all I have to do is find that. Charlotte thought the reason why he was so angry was probably because of them. The people he must protect outside of his mansion, inside the game. Dietrich was portrayed as a kind man. He had a moral temperament that made it difficult to proceed through the game. Due to his temperament, he would think of them even for a brief reminiscence. For him, his life goal was to protect them, although he acted as if his only reason to live was for their sake. Since I never defeated the game, I never found out who they were. A few days later, she said, I thought it was a bit quiet lately. He does not seem dead. What should I do? I came into this game a long time ago. When I woke up inside this game by chance, several days passed before I realized I possessed the NPC Charlotte. The game had not started, and I was stuck here alone for a long period of time. But those times were not lonely, and they did not torment me. When my ego was shaken, the iron steel mentality was activated. Thanks to Dad, I did not go insane while I was alone. It was more scary. Several times. 100 times, no, perhaps 1,000 times. I would tug at the door handle out of habit, although it would not open, and thought to myself, what will happen to me from now on? Will I continue to wander all alone and stay here forever without dying? The person that I am incarcerated in, this dark fortress where not a single light passes through, to be here forever. Just then, on the day when thunder and lightning were quite loud, the main character arrived at the mansion. After a week passed, he was drenched in blood. The day he came to the mansion, he seemed so betrayed by my actions, so I left him alone. But it is a problem if he dies this soon before finding the room of truth. Charlotte spoke, please wait a moment, I will go get a potion to treat your wound. After that, she started treating him. Charlotte asked, are you awake? The next moment, Dietrich was over her and asked, why are you here? What did you do to me? Charlotte thought, this is the thanks I get after treating him. She replied, I just gave you treatment since I found you hurt. It does not hurt anymore, right? Dietrich asked, you treated me. Charlotte replied, yes, since there is no one else who can treat you except me. Now then, can you get off of me? She thought it looks like it will take a while before we can be close. Dietrich told her, for a week, I went around and opened each door like a madman, but I could not find an exit. I tried to break windows or open doors, but no matter what method I tried, I could not even create a dent. Please, I will do whatever you wish of me, but please let me leave this place. Charlotte thought, even if you look at me so pitifully, there is nothing I can do. I would have left before you even came. She replied, I am sorry, but I can't find the room of truth. There is no other way. She thought, I am sure it is a short. It was for me as well. Now that I take a closer look, he does look a bit thinner. What is that? My role, and does that mean the game is being played 99 times? I know this stage. There is a story that unfolds on each floor, and in the game, this is called a stage. So what is the mission it is talking about, and this screen? If that is Dietrich's game screen, then what is with his numbers? Dietrich asked, where are you looking? Charlotte thought, we are in trouble, you are about to die. If he meets a monster right now, he will fall before he can fight, he will die at this rate. She said, let's eat. Charlotte thought normally, a person won't die right away if they don't eat. However, in the Lindbergh mansion, if your hunger level drops, you simply die. In other words, you are completely dead. Dietrich replied, no, I don't want to. Charlotte continued, still, wouldn't it be good to eat? That way, you can find the room of truth. She thought, that is right. It seems like you don't have any trust in me. You are angry. Did I sound sarcastic? But he really does need to eat. Charlotte told him, if you don't eat, I am going to break into your room in the middle of the night. Dietrich asked, are you crazy? Charlotte said, I will attack you and tie you up, then I will force you to open your mouth and feed you. Dietrich commented, you are seriously out of your mind. Charlotte emphasized, if you don't like that idea, then follow me. She thought, my entire life, what I learned was, whether you are confining someone or being violent toward them, you must always feed them at the end of the day. I guess my frightening threat worked, she thought, seeing that he was following her. She said, don't worry. The food here is delicious. If the food here does not taste good, you really need to escape from here. Dietrich told her, I really hate people like you. Charlotte replied, what a shame, I find people like you quite interesting. Dietrich asked, are we going the right way? Charlotte replied, of course. She thought, although I do understand your suspicion toward me, I have never gotten lost in this mansion even once. Of course, it is because of this map. After being possessed, this system window alone had been used in a variety of ways. The map shows the location of items such as food, weapons, and monsters. It is especially good for avoiding unnecessary contact with monsters. It would be nice if the room of truth and floors were displayed on the map. Charlotte spoke, we are here, this dining room. She thought, this thing, a guest has just arrived. Charlotte stated, even if you touch it, I will kill you immediately. It seemed pretty smart, having communication skills as well. If you are not going to leave, what are you doing? Well, now that the monster has left, eat as much as you like. She thought, if he was not with me earlier, instead of eating, he would have collapsed while fighting a monster. Dietrich asked, what kind of trick is this? Charlotte replied, I am just trying to feed you some food. Dietrich told her, exactly, I am wondering why you are showing me this much kindness. Charlotte commented, because it seemed like you would get angry. Dietrich again told her, that is none of your concern. Charlotte said, but I made the choice to care. It is because you caught my attention. Dietrich spoke. Then if I just disappear from your side, you would not have to worry about it any longer. Charlotte told him, no, I have already caught wind of you, so you have to eat. Dietrich replied, how is that? Seriously, I don't understand you. Charlotte thought, if you don't eat something right now, you are going to collapse. Then she stated, I am sorry you are upset with me. I will apologize, so please, can you have something to eat? Dietrich asked, if I eat, are you really going to let me go? Charlotte told him, yes, I won't bother you anymore. After some time, Charlotte thought, you are eating quite well. Dietrich asked, why do you keep looking at me? Charlotte replied, because I really enjoy watching you eat. After eating, Dietrich told her, I will be on my way now, so now that I have done as you wanted, I don't want to hold you back anymore. Charlotte spoke, you did well, you can leave now. She thought, since I sent him away with a full stomach, he won't die for a while. Maybe it is because I accidentally starved to death in a game before, but I feel more worried and concerned about this game. What is this? Charlotte Authority, was there something like this in the game? For now, let's choose yes. What is all this? Cleaning windows and steak sauce. What power is hidden in this symbol? I was wondering if it had any useful abilities. I will probably never have to use this kind of sloppy ability in my life. Next scene. Dietrich is fighting with a monster. Charlotte thought, the game says to attack and overwhelm Dietrich right now so that he can't move. If you succeed, you get one step closer to Charlotte Authority. Some time before, Charlotte continued thinking. The game began, and an odd system window popped up, yet my routine continued to repeat. I would choose to clean the mansion. Dietrich was wandering around, looking for the powder to obtain the key. Then it was my dinner time, and I was on my way to get my meal. Is Dietrich in there too? It seems eating a meal is out of the question. On that account, is this what the system refers to as a mission? It seems like it is suggesting that Dietrich be attacked, but if I attack him now, wouldn't he hate me even more? Still, it would be troublesome if a penalty came to me. I think he is getting closer. Dietrich asked, what are you doing here? It is dangerous. Hurry and get out of here. Charlotte thought, it can't be, I have already accepted the mission. Dietrich continued, are you here to disturb me? Charlotte replied, no, I came here to help. Dietrich told her, stop lying. If you really came to help, you would have dealt with that monster already. That monster listens to you, doesn't it? Charlotte used the authority, then she said, no, this one is a blockhead. Dietrich commented, then don't just wander around, stay out of the way, you are in my way. Charlotte thought, it seems like you care about me somehow, he fights very well. The mission must be finished before the monster dies, so how shall I stop him? That will do. Dietrich thought, there is no use no matter how many times I strike it, how should I? Charlotte shouted, I am sorry, let me apologize first. Dietrich asked, what are you planning to do now? Suddenly, Charlotte threw sauce at him, then pushed him away. Charlotte thought, the mission was successfully completed. A successful mission now brings me one step closer to Charlotte Authority. I deliberately let myself get attacked by the monster when it rushed at me, regardless of the system's intention. All I need to do is perform what is requested in the mission. Dietrich asked, what on earth did you spray on my eyes? Poison. Charlotte replied, no, steak sauce. Wait a minute, look over there, it is up again. Dietrich replied, first, get off me, there is still a monster. Charlotte told him, no, stay still. Then she stated, why don't you kneel down? The next moment, the monster knelt down before her. Dietrich asked, didn't you say you can't control that monster? Charlotte replied, I really couldn't control it earlier. Dietrich asked, then why is something that was not working before now working? Charlotte commented, because I attacked you. She thought, that was close, I am happy he did not get it. Dietrich told her, it is all right. It is my fault for expecting a normal conversation with you. Could you please come down from above me now? Charlotte thought, I understand that you feel bad, but aren't you being too overt about your dislike? Dietrich asked, what are you doing? Charlotte replied, now, wait a minute, I was just trying to stand. Suddenly, she thought, what, this has never been in this state since I became Charlotte, why am I in this state, please explain. Then she read the game window. It was written that it can make the monster in front of you obey. This permission can only be used, however, there are side effects. Charlotte thought, holy shit, why is it written in such small letters? Dietrich thought, Why did she suddenly collapse? What on earth happened that she even vomited blood? Then he remembered the person who said, "Sir, it hurts too much." The other person shouted, "Why is my son coming back? Useless scum, kill him. I mean it. Just kill him." Charlotte thought, immersed in the game, I kept banging on the door. "Please save me. I want to go out. I am sorry. I was wrong." I kept scratching and knocking on the door until my fingernails bled. The door did not open, and the wounds naturally disappeared. Weird, it gives me chills. This game is not mine. It is too dark here. I am scared. I am sorry. I did not intend to do this. I know nobody will help me. Perhaps I might never be able to leave. Charlotte woke up. Dietrich asked, "Are you awake?" Charlotte replied, "Yes. Did you bring me here?" Dietrich continued, "Did you collapse from going beyond your limits trying to control the monster?" Charlotte replied, "It seems so." She thought, come to think of it, I could not completely defeat the monster. Did he handle it while I was unconscious? Dietrich emphasized, "You did it knowing you would vomit blood because of me. I am sorry." Charlotte thought, "No, I did not even know I would vomit blood." Dietrich spoke, "Please get me out of here. There are people who need to be saved. They can't survive even for a moment without me." Charlotte thought, "How am I supposed to get him out when I can't even get out myself?" She replied, "Stand up. I can't get you out. It is beyond my abilities." Dietrich shouted, "You are the one who brought me here. Why do you keep trapping me and helping me as you please? You wouldn't be toying with me too, would you? I am very familiar with people like you. Those who treat others' suffering as entertainment, if you are also one of them." Charlotte stated, "I simply wish for you to survive. I hope you don't suffer any further harm. I will apply the ointment for you, like you took care of me. If you don't want me to apply it for you, then just take it." Dietrich told her, "I don't need it." Charlotte continued, "Don't get hurt. If you happen to get hurt, apply the ointment properly. It is a gift." Dietrich said, "Thank you. Since you seem well now, I will go and apply this separately." After that, Charlotte thought, it has been hectic fighting monsters and calming Dietrich down. Now I just want to take a rest. It really does not give me a break, this game window. Anyway, those 98 people who visited here, have they never finished the game during all that time? The game asked, as for Charlotte, the maid of the mansion, impose a penalty on Dietrich. Would you accept the mission? Refusal of the mission will result in a penalty. Charlotte thought, you can't get another penalty. What is this? The game told her, Charlotte, show Dietrich your true colors, led him to Aculus. Charlotte thought, Aculus, it is one of the dreadful monsters of the mansion. Charlotte often imposed penalties on Dietrich in the game. The rooms of the mansion increased in difficulty, from simple traps to monsters and mental challenges. Charlotte always guided him to the most difficult ones. Among them, the room with Aculus had a high-level mental curse. After Dietrich fell victim to the curse of that place in the game, he had to wander in endless nightmares forever. The game asked, don't you feel a sense of responsibility? Led Dietrich to Aculus. Charlotte thought, what responsibility could I have to a monster I have never encountered before? What else is behind this? The game said, if the mission fails, Charlotte will be trapped in the room of nightmares. Charlotte thought, what is this? On the other hand, Dietrich thought, a few days have passed since I entered this mansion. No one has approached me still. So now, by following the mark, they will come looking for me. Then he remembered the Pope speaking, tell me, what is the role of the children of the temple? Dietrich replied, children of the temple are raised to carry out the way of God. It is their only duty to devote their lives to repaying the generosity of the temple. The Pope stated, it seems like you are not completely brain dead after all. I was wondering what to do with you, since you even convulse at the sight of blood, but it seems one of the Grand Dukes is in need of an escort knight. Since he is a person of high status, you will serve him with the utmost respect. This is your last chance to prove your worth, you worthless bastard. If you even think about running away, you might as well give up now. If I see even the slightest hint that you are trying to escape, I will twist the heads off all the vermin you are trying to protect, and I will follow that mark until I find you and tear you to shreds. Now, back in the present time, Dietrich thought, I was only trying to find shelter from the rain on my way to carry out my mission. Despite his warning, how did this even happen? Charlotte came. Dietrich asked, are you okay? It must have been difficult to recover so quickly. You should have rested for at least a day or two more. Now that he thought about it, her eye color, at first, they were definitely red. Then he said, never mind, so what did you come to talk about? Charlotte replied, Well, I am hungry, so I was wondering if you could bring me my meal. She thought, was that too sudden? Dietrich told her, I understand, where is that meal? Charlotte thought, he understood that fast, why? Dietrich again asked, why are you staring at me like that? Your expression is strange. Charlotte explained, actually, the thing is, there is a monster in the room with the food, and it is a pretty strong one. Dietrich asked, are you saying you would like my help to control the monster? I understand, you wait here, I will bring it before you. Charlotte asked, why? You hate me, so why are you helping me? Dietrich replied, because you are not feeling well. Charlotte thought, surely he is not doing this because he feels sorry for me now, is he an idiot? You want to go into the monster lair alone. She said, hold on, it is very dark there, so you should take a candle, make sure to go in with the light on. She thought, this is not what the system told me to do, so I guess it is okay to help him this much, since even a little bit of light makes it difficult for Aculus to move. The monster won't be able to harm him if he just goes in with the candle, so he will be fine for now. Next scene. Dietrich left with the candle and went away. He thought, it feels like I have been walking for a while, but there is nothing here, not even food, I will just head back, that woman completely fooled me. What is it, this strange feeling all of a sudden, there are people. One of them asked, when is my brother coming? The other one said, my son has not come back, why are you the only one who came back alive? The Pope stated, kill him. I said kill him. Why can't you just kill him? If you don't, I will kill everyone you are trying to protect. Dietrich thought, no, stop, please stop, don't come any closer. Suddenly, Charlotte opened the door and told him, eat this. The game told her the time remaining until Dietrich's death was 10 seconds. Charlotte spoke, you have to swallow it. The game again told her there was 1 second remaining. The next moment, the game said Dietrich was freed from the condition. Charlotte thought, it is done. Suddenly, Dietrich grabbed her. Charlotte thought, what kind of situation is this? She said, it hurts, please stop. Some time before, Charlotte thought, I sent him to the monster and waited for time to pass. I did not think anything would happen since this is my second playthrough. However, the game told me Dietrich had fallen into an abnormal state. If he could not recover from the state, he would fall into eternal slumber. The remaining time until Dietrich's death was 9 minutes and 59 seconds. Charlotte thought, as soon as I saw that, I rushed over and administered the antidote. It seemed the taste had gone bad over time. It was because of the poisonous gas, she said, calm down. Dietrich asked, why are you here? Charlotte replied, you attacked me. If you are awake, could you please move aside from on top of me? Even if you can't see, I think you can manage that much. Dietrich asked, how did you know I could not see? Charlotte replied, your gaze did not match. It was noticeable that you could not perceive, which was odd. Then she thought, this corruption, why did it appear so suddenly? In the game, when Dietrich's corruption starts, he literally begins to corrupt. As that figure rises, he loses his inherent goodness and gradually goes insane. Once completely insane, he forgets his purpose to leave the mansion. His soul is consumed by the mansion, and the game ends, finishing everything. The timing of the corruption appearing has accelerated. What happens if he truly goes insane and has to live with me here in that state? I would not like that either, she said. Don't worry too much, your vision will return soon. Dietrich replied, even if my vision returns, this experience will only return like this countless times in the future. The game told her Dietrich had fallen into despair, corruption level 4%. Charlotte thought, wait a minute, why is it rising so quickly? She said, try to calm down first, if you seek only the truth. Dietrich continued, in the first place, does the room of truth even exist? How can I trust you now? There was no food in the room you mentioned. Charlotte replied, so now you can't trust me. If you had listened to me in the first place and made a torch before going inside, there would not have been a problem. Dietrich told her, that would interfere with holding a sword. You knew everything all along. The trap in the room, everything. The game told her the corruption level was 8%. Charlotte thought, this is maddening. The corruption is rising too quickly. Charlotte said, snap out of it. You said you wanted to go outside to save someone. Does it not matter what happened to them? Dietrich commented, I really can't understand you. You are telling me to think about people outside while you are here is the standard. Are you trying to convince me so I give up on escaping? You seem to enjoy seeing me suffer. You are a disgusting sadist who enjoys the suffering of others. The game told her the corruption level was 11%. Charlotte replied, "That is right, but there are quite a few of those disgusting sadists you mentioned in the world. People who have never experienced it themselves and don't even know if they are that kind of person, so please don't die here. Get out, don't die in vain here. Go out there and kill all those people and don't die." Dietrich asked, "Can you feel it too? Didn't you just say that if you don't experience it, you don't know it?" Charlotte thought, "What is this sense of unease?" Dietrich replied, "You should experience it too." The game told her Dietrich broke free from despair. Corruption level, 13%. Charlotte thought, "Finally, has the corruption stopped?" Charlotte stated, "If I just leave from here, you will be locked up the same way." Dietrich thought it had been a few days since he was trapped in this mansion. There really was no end to these monsters. He could never really get used to the smell of blood. Then he remembered the other priests chatting. "I didn't know there was someone right there. Why are you standing by the drain? This guy should be thankful to be a high priest. You would benefit from him living in the temple while only cleaning the filth. A knight who can't even hold a sword." Dietrich thought that even though he was a knight, he could not raise his sword. To be exact, he could not kill anyone. It made him into a freak. "But you, who reached out your hand to someone like me, the woman who treated me as a person, what did I say to her? That if I ever got out of here, I would keep you locked up the same way. Have I really gone crazy?" Charlotte came and asked, "Are you speaking? If you are asleep, I will come back at another time." Dietrich replied, "Don't come." Charlotte asked, "What, you are not sleeping in bed, but why are you telling me not to come?" Dietrich said, "Do you not understand? Whenever I get tangled up with you, I feel like I have become strange after staying in this mansion for so long. I don't think I will be able to show you a good image, so please go." Charlotte commented, "You already said yesterday that you were getting revenge on me. Isn't it already too late for you to show your good side? It is okay, it happens." "I understand. By the way, can you look here for a moment? Let's see. You were hurt a lot. I will treat you." Dietrich asked, "What are you doing? There is no need." Charlotte told him, "You have to get better quickly to get out of here." Dietrich replied, "No." She thought he was no different from a stray cat. Then she shouted, "I am not leaving until I have applied the medicine." Dietrich asked, "Are you going to leave after you apply the medicine?" Charlotte replied, "Yes." Dietrich told her, "Then do whatever you want." Charlotte started the process. Dietrich asked, "So, was the reason you came here really because of my treatment?" Charlotte replied, "Yes, I think you were hurt." She thought, "Actually, there is one more reason. The game told me that I can charm anyone I want, with a 5% success rate. I was really curious about it. After I sent Dietrich to Aculus, I got this reward. There is no explanation, so I don't know what kind of ability it is." Dietrich asked, "How long do I have to stay like this?" Charlotte replied, "Can you take off some clothes?" Dietrich emphasized, "Are you sure your goal is treating my wounds?" Charlotte continued, "You have hurt your body too." Dietrich replied, "I will take care of those myself." Charlotte continued, "Wouldn't it be difficult to apply it by yourself?" She thought, "When did I press that?" She asked, "How do you feel?" She thought it seemed like something had changed in his eyes. Dietrich stated, "I feel really unpleasant. Did you do something?" Charlotte thought, "I knew it. There is no way this mansion will let me succeed." Before arousing any further suspicion from him, I quickly finished the matter and left the room. The progression of the corruption is faster than expected. You will have to find that quickly too. Next scene. Charlotte thought this cute little creature was from the game. It brought stability to Dietrich and slowed down the progression of the corruption, so it would help this time too. The game told her, Dietrich entered the doll room. The hidden story on the first floor is unlocked. Charlotte thought, this is the message that appears when you enter the first floor stage, arrived safely in the western room. Wait, then what is next? On the other hand, Dietrich asked, what are you doing standing there? Charlotte replied, have you already come this far? I thought you would die before coming here. Some time before, Dietrich thought, what on earth? There was a page, and it was written that the wealthy young lady of the mansion possessed all valuable and precious belongings. However, the young lady cherished most dearly the teddy bear given to her by her late mother, more than any other precious jewels. The young lady never parted with the doll for a moment. Not during meals, not during classes, not even while sleeping. Today, I saw her already talking to the teddy bear. People say she does that because she can't let go of her deceased mother, but why do I see it differently with my own eyes? The small figure seems to be writhing with palpable loneliness. Poor. Dietrich pitiful girl, from S. Dietrich thought, this is really strange, and why are her eyes red? He said, I am not sure why you are here, but please leave. The energy in this room feels ominous. Can you not hear me? Why won't you say anything? Charlotte replied, I must have underestimated you. How are you different from all the rooms we have encountered so far? Can you really survive here as well? Dietrich thought, the fire came out of nowhere. What the hell is this? This is ridiculous. Was everything you told me a lie? But where is that woman looking? This is not good. Charlotte thought, I can finally move again. I am back again. It was an unpleasant feeling. At this rate, it seems like it will end so. Don't you feel hot among the flames? You fight well. Dietrich shouted, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Are you trying to burn yourself? Charlotte commented, are you worried? That is nice. She thought, I am an NPC anyway, it would not hurt. Dietrich asked, would you just sit there and watch someone put their hand in the fire? Stay right there without moving. I need to ask what all this is about. Charlotte thought, wait a moment, at this rate. She shouted, watch out. She thought, in that moment, I found myself being thrown involuntarily. Even if I get hurt, I won't feel any pain. The game told her, preventing damage to Dietrich. The damage is imposed as a penalty on the mansion maid, Charlotte. The next moment, Dietrich thought, what is happening? Then he asked, what on earth are you okay? You have burns all over your body. Charlotte thought it hurts. Then she said, it hurts so much. She thought, what is happening? I have not been sick since I came here. Dietrich told her, hang in there. I will get you some medicine. Charlotte thought, no, don't go. I think I am going to pass out. After some time, Charlotte woke up. Dietrich asked, did you come back to your senses? Charlotte screamed, it hurts. Dietrich said, just be patient and you will be fine. Charlotte thought, anyway, what happened? I think I collapsed while trying to save him. Why am I hurt? What is that? The game told her, when protecting Dietrich from getting hurt, the damage will be assessed as a penalty to the mansion maid. Charlotte thought, did I get hurt because of that rule? Seriously, what is the point if you don't let me know about this beforehand? I almost died. Dietrich spoke, I hope they don't do anything similar to this in the future. What if you were dead? Charlotte thought, I did not know it would turn out like this. Dietrich asked, are you even listening to me? Charlotte replied, okay, I won't do that again. Dietrich commented, and I have something to ask you. Your eyes. When I entered the mansion, you had blue eyes, but at some point, your eyes turned red. You seem like a completely different person when your eyes turned red. Does your behavior change according to eye color by any chance? Charlotte thought, my eye color is changing. Does it change every time I am manipulated by the system? The game told her, disclosing mission and game content is prohibited. A penalty will be imposed if this rule is violated. Charlotte thought, if I tell you this, I might get a penalty again. She replied, I don't know. Dietrich emphasized, is that so? Wear it, your clothes are torn. Charlotte replied, thank you. Suddenly, Dietrich received a dust of this floor. Charlotte stated, congratulations on finding your first powder. Dietrich told her, your eyes turned red again. Charlotte continued, if you collect them and make pieces, you can go up to the next floor. I thought you would die before finding the powder. Dietrich told her, stop. You are saying that again. Why are you being so mean? Charlotte said, amuse me. Dietrich spoke, I really don't understand. You are suddenly saying those words with those eyes. Even if your words are full of malice, you always help me. Charlotte replied, you don't need to understand me. Dietrich commented, however, you helped me until you got hurt, so I will trust you. Charlotte asked, even though I locked you up. Dietrich continued, if it were not for you, I would have been seriously hurt, but if something similar happens next, I can't forgive it. He thought, the blue-eyed woman was always kind to me. It was as if she became a totally different person when her eyes turned red. If what I am thinking is right, then it would be okay to trust the blue-eyed woman. Then he said, thank you. On the other hand, the head priest shouted, where the hell is he? How dare he run away without even knowing the favor that I have done? A priest asked, did you call for us? The head priest told them. Dietrich disappeared. Send a tracking party immediately. The mark is no longer working. Search for his whereabouts carefully, even if it means killing him. Bring him in front of my eyes. Next scene. Charlotte woke up and spoke. It is you. What is that? Did you bring it with you? You understand what I am saying? Shall I take a look at what you brought? You were worried about me. I am okay now. Shall I take a look at you? Just what are you? I can't understand anything at all. She thought he might be upset that they couldn't communicate, but was he really this smart? In the game, you follow Dietrich. He was always wary of Charlotte, but now he is not. She asked, originally, you were supposed to hate me. The game told her, the manager on the first floor is preparing the next game. Time until the next game is 1 hour and 31 minutes. Charlotte said, I have to go see Dietrich now. Do you want to come? Then shall we see each other later? Just the two of us, she thought. This is why he will be tough to deliver to Dietrich. Well, there will be another opportunity next time. Then see you later, baby. She thought he is cute and smart. Dietrich will also like him when he sees him. After that, Charlotte thought once again, he is handsome. He has a face too precious to just be a game character. Dietrich asked, what is your business this time? Charlotte replied, I am giving you this. I brought an apple in case you get hungry, and the needle and thread are for sewing your clothes. Try taking it off. You probably don't want to keep wearing that raggedy thing. Dietrich replied, take it off, you say? I will sew my own clothes. Charlotte thought he is embarrassed. Dietrich asked, but why did you bring so much thread and needles? Did you really have to bring this much? Charlotte replied, well, there is no harm in having more than needed. Dietrich asked, so is your business here over now? Charlotte thought he is telling me to leave. Suddenly, Dietrich grabbed a paper. There was writing of the next part of the story. The lady disappeared. Everyone in the mansion looked for the young lady, and one of the gardeners found her digging in the dirt in a secluded place. That night, I asked the lady, Miss, why are you digging there? You will ruin your pretty hands. The young lady cried and took out the broken doll from under the bed. Penny is dead. The maid asked, did you really dig the ground to bury the doll? Miss, how did Penny end up like this? The young lady replied, John killed her. He said he did not like Penny because she was ugly. The maid told her, naughty young master. I have felt this for a long time, but the young man has a cruel side toward children. Don't worry, Penny is not dead. Well, Penny just needs a little sleep. Penny will always be there for you, because I will make sure that happens. The game told her, time left until next game is 5 seconds. Dietrich spoke, be careful, the air in the room is strange. What is this? Shit, the floor, what is happening there? Dietrich thought, are those the dolls I just slashed? This floor is like a swamp. If this goes on like this, my entire body will be swallowed up. No, that woman is. He asked, what about you? How are you unharmed? Charlotte thought, I am an NPC after all. Dietrich thought, it has been annoying me for some time now, but that woman, what is she looking at right now? Is it the basket? But why? The bear spoke, it hurts. My eye, it is falling. It hurts. Help, Dietrich thought. No way. The reason you got the thread and needle, Charlotte thought. Thank God, he noticed. Actually, this stage story ends when Dietrich sews up the missing parts of the dolls. He realized this, so now all he has to do is sew each doll back together with the needle and thread. Suddenly, he was half swallowed by the floor. Charlotte thought, I am coming to help you. The game told her, when preventing damage to Dietrich, the damage is imposed as a penalty on the mansion maid. Charlotte thought, if I help Dietrich here, this is ridiculous. It ends just like this, in vain like that. Then will I once again be left all alone here like back then? Suddenly, Dietrich came out of the floor. Charlotte asked, you got the needle, but how did you do it? Dietrich replied, I missed it. Then he started performing the sewing. He said, just stay still. Charlotte thought, heavens, that is it. The bear spoke, it does not hurt. The other bears shouted, are you feeling better now? It does not hurt. Do me too. Fix me too. Dietrich told them, wait, I will fix each one of you. Just wait, Charlotte thought. What is going on? I am glad that it turned out well in the end. After some time, Charlotte asked, you seem to be good with your hands. You stitched them up in an instant. Dietrich replied, if you live as a temple servant, that is a basic skill. Charlotte asked, the temple, what temple? Dietrich explained, I worked at the temple before coming here, because I was useless. I was treated like a slave and livestock. I was kicked out. Charlotte asked, why? Dietrich commented, I was also a little broken somewhere within. The bears spoke, it does not hurt anymore. This is our gift, Charlotte thought. It is the dust, right? If you clear this stage, the bears will give you the dust. Is this the second one? Because you need 3 of them to complete the fragment on the first floor. If we collect just one more, we can go to the next floor. The problem is the third one. The bears continued, and this too. Take it, Dietrich asked. What else are you going to give me? The bear replied, you are invited to the bear cafe. Charlotte thought, why is he looking at me? This is your problem. Dietrich told them, thank you, but because of how busy I am, I don't think I can go. All of them started crying and looking at her. Charlotte thought, why are these guys looking at me now? Can't be helped. Then she said, since you are asking like that, I will give in to you just this once. There is something I have to do. How can people just live by doing only what they have to do? Do you have to know? Maybe you will pick up some money on the way. Dietrich asked, money, you say? That is something else. All right, let's go. The bears were happy. They said, follow us. Charlotte thought, his clothes are all messed up. I need to get him a shirt at least. However, the only clothes I can find in the mansion are. It probably won't work. Let's think about the clothes a little more. After that, the maid bear spoke. Welcome to Bear Cafe. Here is the menu. The taste of madness. The sweet taste of death. The cool and chic taste. The thrilling and secret taste. The taste of a curse. The sweet and sour taste. Pick what you want. Dietrich said, the menu is strange. Charlotte spoke. Here, the taste of madness, the taste of death, and the chic taste are delicious, she thought. Even why the words seem absurd now, will he be thankful later? These are all items that will be helpful to him. By the way, making suggestions like this does not seem to trigger the system. In that case, for the next game, it would be helpful. She said, I found the taste of death to be delicious. Dietrich replied, no, the chic taste is delicious too. Are they safe to eat? Do you really think these cute little bears can harm us? I decided. Suddenly, he asked, what happened? The bears shouted, intruder meat. The next moment, they said, it is a gift to humans. Eat. Dietrich asked, what the hell is that? Charlotte told them, you rascals, he is not food. Would you eat this adorable thing? Dietrich replied, what nonsense are you speaking? In the first place, what even is that? The bears commented, the human is not going to eat. Human treat failed. Charlotte told him, didn't you say you were ordering? Dietrich replied, yes, I will take this sweet taste of death. Are you going to eat? Charlotte said, me? Probably not. I have not paid my outstanding debt here. The bears came and spoke. Here is the order. Charlotte emphasized, the ring is pretty. Should I put it on for you? Dietrich replied, it is all right. I can't put it on myself, but here. This is not a cafe that serves food. Charlotte told him, there is no law that says a cafe can only serve food. Dietrich commented, you really are good at talking nonsense. The game told her, the manager on the first floor noticed that his belongings have been stolen. The manager on the first floor is angry. He scolds the workers for their careless behavior. He won't let it slide and gives them a good scolding. Charlotte thought, wait, he got caught this quickly. The fact that the system window popped up means the manager from the first floor is coming here soon. Suddenly, the manager came. Dietrich asked, are you okay? You stay back, I will handle it. But the next moment, Charlotte spoke, run. After that, Dietrich asked, wait, where are you even going? Charlotte replied, just follow me for now. The bear was looking for them. Charlotte thought, is it gone now? Since I cannot hear a sound, it seems like it is gone. Dietrich asked, why did we run? I could handle it. Charlotte replied, because it looks dangerous. She thought, that is one displeased face. If I had left him alone there, he would have fought the monster, but now is not the time for that. This is the Lindbergh. If we do not follow the game scenario, you will die. So we had to run. If we were caught earlier, it would have disobeyed the game, and it would have been a game over. She asked, by the way, how long are you going to stay like that? Why don't you go and wear something suitable from the clothes here? She thought, while it is always a treat for the eyes, we are going to have to fight soon. It would be troublesome if he stayed like that. After some time, Dietrich commented, those clothes, aside from that, it looks like these clothes are from quite a long time ago, over 100 years ago maybe. Charlotte thought, I am not even from here, so how would I know? She said, it suits you. Did you find anything? Dietrich asked, what do you mean, that page? This is it. On the page, there was written the third part of the story once again. Today, the young lady burst into tears. Master Johannes always stole or broke the lady's teddy bear. Even though he had no interest in the doll whatsoever, the young lady, who had been crying for a while, soon stopped her tears and said with a determined face, I am going to get my teddy bear back from him. Following the region lady carefully, the situation that was feared the most eventually happened. The young lady knocked the master over. She yelled at him to give her teddy bear back and pushed him. A nearby vase broke and made the master's hand bleed, but the problem started after that. The new mistress heard the sound and came running. Her pale cheeks turned red with rage. The young lady was called by the head that night. The leader laughed heartily after hearing the story of the young lady and the master. Kids would do something like that, but dear, People must know how to take responsibility for their own actions. It was only a moment later when the teddy bear was taken from the young lady's hand and thrown into the fireplace. The young lady rushed to the fireplace. Johannes, who was nearby, grabbed her as she mourned with a shocked look on her face. The item given by her late mother was instantly reduced to a pile of ashes. The head looked coldly at the young lady, who was now sobbing. The young lady cried for a while and asked the head with dark, dead eyes, "Then what about the responsibility of Johannes taking my doll, father?" Dietrich told her, "Stay behind." She thought, "I am not even from here, so how would I know?" She replied, "No problem. There is something behind the door." She thought, "I know, if you succeed in escaping from the boss, the subordinates will kindly come to visit." The bears spoke. "Our boss told us to give this to the human. There was written, me and you. A battle. Upon victory, you will get your life back. Deadline is an hour. Then I will find you wherever you are." After that, she thought, "I am not even from here, so how would I know?" She thought Dietrich had been at the fireplace since entering the room, playing with the fire, like in the diary. The way to kill the monster is burning it in the fireplace. It looked like he had figured that out, just like she did while playing the game. In fact, that diary is a hint for conquering the boss of each floor. You can defeat the boss only after finding it on the same floor. The problem is that using this method activates a fatal trap. The grudge of the dead doll. A trap that activates the moment the boss dies in the fireplace. The doll explodes like a bomb, engulfing the first floor and killing Dietrich. That is why it is best for him to go with the sweet taste of death and the cool and chic taste. Dietrich will survive thanks to the ring. Let's go somewhere else now. Don't throw a tantrum. Be good. It is dangerous outside, so stay here for the moment. Dietrich thought, "It is here." Then they started fighting. Dietrich thought, "As I expected, the area that I wounded is repairing itself again. It is useless to try and cut it. Now is my chance." The next moment, he thought, "Does the head not grow back? Then now I just need to take care of that body." He threw his sword at the chandelier, and the next moment the chandelier got on the bear's body. It burns quite well. It seems like we cracked this, just as I expected. It is not a real fire, so it won't die easily. It won't be able to get up until the minions finish putting out the fire. If Dietrich burns the head before they are able to do so, the first floor boss would die then and there, if we can avoid any further traps. What is this? The game told her. The first floor director is under threat. Mansion Maid chandelier. Charm Dietrich in order to save the first floor director. If you succeed, you will be one step closer to chandelier authority. Will you accept this mission? A penalty will be ensued if rejected. What the hell? This was never something in the game. Everything was going well, but they want me to meddle with that when the floor is just about to be cleared. But if I reject the mission, I have to go through that horrible pain again. First, let's calm down. The charm that the system is talking about. The chance of failure is 95%, so it should not be a problem. It did not work, even if something unexpected happens. Dietrich has the ring. Dietrich asked, "What happened? Why are you not saying anything? Are you hurt?" "No, I am not hurt anywhere. I just have my head hurting." The game told her, loading complete. Charm is in effect. Mission Guardian activated. The success rate of charm has temporarily been altered to 90%. What? The Mansion Guardian. What is that? Dietrich asked. "Are you okay?" "Don't come near me." Dietrich asked. "Why are you suddenly?" The game told her, charm was a success. From now on, follow the instructions that the system gives you. Chandelier thought. They are having their own way with things. I am using strength. If they are going to be like this, why did they even offer me a choice? I can't do anything anyway. But why did I try to stop Dietrich? I am the one receiving the penalty. Why did I? The inner voice came. I only move on your command. Don't be unnecessarily altruistic. Your heart is what you should follow. Come here, sweet, hurry, I want you. Dietrich thought that the blonde lady was bewitchingly beautiful, to the point of being unknowingly entranced in a starstruck daze. The dampness on my hand after we locked eyes was that the rain or my own sweat. My heart, which cooled in the rain, heated up and throbbed again. I wonder how she knew my name. Perhaps she was the reason I was drawn to the mansion, unaware of the curse that would befall me. I noticed the way you looked at me when you first came to the mansion. Charlotte asked, "Will you do me a favor? Look over there. Don't you feel sorry for that poor teddy? Go on, help that little teddy bear." Dietrich asked, "What would you like me to do?" Charlotte stated, "I want you to step into the fireplace in its stead. If you do that, the teddy will live. Can you do that for me?" Dietrich replied, "Yes, I can." Suddenly, the dog was shouting. Dietrich thought, what was I just doing? What did you do to me this time? The game told her, congratulations, you have successfully completed the system instructions. As a result, the assimilation rate will be generated. Charlotte thought, what the hell is it now? What could it be? The game continued. Assimilation rate has been successfully generated. Charlotte will now be assimilated with a fragment of the mansion. Next scene, the young lady asked, then how will Johannes be punished for stealing away my doll? Give it back to me. My mother gave Penny to me for my birthday. The father replied, that is enough. Your punishment is over. Both of you may leave now. The young lady shouted, you have not taken responsibility for killing mother. The father replied, silence. Do you even know what you are saying right now? The young lady continued, she died because you neglected her. You just resented the sight of Penny, didn't you? You did not want to be reminded of mother. Take responsibility for Penny. Take responsibility for it right now. Penny thought, don't cry. It is all right if I die, so please don't cry. It hurts me to see you in pain. I just wanted to make you happy. From the moment I stepped into this world and met you, that was all I ever wanted. The father stated, someone come and lock her away. It is about time I teach that brat some manners. Penny thought, I know that, rather than him taking responsibility, what you really want is for me to come back. However, I do want them to take responsibility. I want to kill them all. The game told her, the assimilation process will now cease. Charlotte will now be freed from the status effect. Charlotte thought, what is this? My chest aches so much. The teddy boss shouted, give me my ring. Charlotte thought, Penny? Dietrich, he is even more injured than before. Just how long have I been unconscious? Dietrich replied, your ring. Is this what you want? Go and get it then. The bear shouted, my ring, and then he was burning in the fire. The game told her, the grudge of the departed doll has been activated. Charlotte thought, is he crazy? What kind of item is this? How can he possibly survive this fire without the ring? This is not the time to stall. We have to flee before Penny dies. She said, we have to go. Dietrich stated, don't touch me with your hands. The game told her, corruption rate is 15%. Charlotte thought, I was wrong. I don't think he can hear me right now. What should I do now? Should I tell him to escape? I don't care if I get a penalty. It is fine as long as Dietrich survives. However, is it really necessary for me to help him even if I will be the one to suffer? If he dies after enduring countless hardships, all that I have sacrificed till now will go to vain. If so, will I be alright by then? Even if I possess the body of an NPC, I am still a human. Right, I should stop before I get too attached. The game told her, remaining time before ignition is 1 minute 8 seconds. Charlotte thought, dear Dietrich, I will bury you in a pretty flower pot when you turn to ashes, so don't blame me. What is he trying to do right now? What the hell is he doing? Penny spoke, it is refreshing. Dietrich said, did you send for a duel because of this? I would not have taken it in the first place if I knew that it was yours, and I would not have attacked either. Penny commented, the ring is returned. The game told her, Dietrich has entered the hidden route, the doll's wish, hidden route entry reward. Ignition stops. Charlotte thought, the countdown has stopped. Dietrich continued, you could have just asked for the ring back. There was no need for a duel. Penny replied, well, I thought you would not give it back, dear human. You gave it back even though I hurt you. Even when I hurt your hand, you still saved me, so I will also have to take responsibility for hurting others. I am giving this to you. I am going to die anyway, so you should take it. You are different from that person. I am sorry for this misunderstanding. Charlotte thought, I forgot about the hidden route in the first floor stage. I did not try it because I thought there was no way we would succeed. There are two ways to defeat the boss battle. One is to kill Penny the teddy bear by burning her in the stove, and the other is to make Penny's wish come true. It is by taking responsibility for one's own actions. The game told her, all the powder from the first floor stage has been cleared. The first fragment is created. Dietrich is now qualified to ascend to the second floor. Charlotte spoke, at least you can go up now. She thought, is it because of the relief of overcoming a big hurdle, or is it because of this beautiful, blinding light from the staircase? Although this scene has been repeated countless times in the game, I still feel the excitement as if fireworks are exploding. Ascending the floor means things will be more difficult in the future, but no matter what happens, I will savor the momentary joy for now. If they come early, Dietrich will lose himself anyway. The game mentioned, guests are not allowed up to the second floor stage. The second floor is the owner's space. The mansion maid Charlotte broke the rules. Charlotte will have to take responsibility. On the other hand, knights are talking. Has the advanced party arrived at the village? The other one replied, well, they instructed me to convey this message to you. From now on, the advanced party will conduct the investigation independently. He said that they will head to the Grand Duke's residency instead. The knight spoke, I see. I guess it is more efficient like this. The next moment, he asked, what on earth happened there? Halt the search. Comb the village for survivors. One of the knights shouted, I found a child. Aside from this boy, the rest are. The priest asked, are you okay? The child replied, Mr. Priest, please help. A group of bandits attacked our village. Next scene, Charlotte thought, when we went up to the second floor, the staircase that shimmered with stardust gradually faded into normality. A strange status window also popped up while I was climbing the stairs, but never mind that, I am here to do something very important, that is, item farming. The items can be found in this room, a ring of fire that allows the user to shoot out bursts of flames, and curse resistance earrings that reflect any curses from low-tier monsters. They should come in handy in the future. Let's see, it should be here. What? It is not here. What about there? How can this be? What is going on? Have the contents of the game change? There you are, little one. Have you eaten yet? You sure eat well, just like someone else. Looks like I won't be able to find any items. Should I go visit Dietrich? I just remembered something we need to do. After some time, Charlotte called his name several times. She thought, he is ignoring me again. How long has he kept this up now? He has been like this ever since we fought with Penny. Looks like he tended to his wounds at least. What should I do? It will be quite troublesome if he keeps this up. She asked, are you going to keep ignoring me? You told me that you trusted me. Were you lying? Dietrich shouted. You are the one that lied. Charlotte told him, I need your help. Dietrich asked, what are you scheming this time? Charlotte continued, I know you don't trust me anymore, but could you please help me just this once? I can't do it alone. I really need you, Dietrich said. Lead the way. Charlotte thought, dummy. After some time, Dietrich asked, so all you needed from me was to move crates of food? Charlotte replied, I told you, I can't do it alone. Dietrich commented, if we are done here, I will be on my way. Charlotte spoke, wait, you have to keep this a secret. Don't tell anyone that I hid the food here. Dietrich replied, there is no one else but us in the mansion. Who would I tell? Charlotte explained, the bell is ringing. The door must have been unlocked. Thanks for the help. You can go now. Dietrich emphasized, you are hiding something from me again. Never mind, we will talk about this later. Charlotte thought, I won't let our precious rations be taken away. After all, this is our emergency food, just for me, Dietrich, and little Fluffball. In this stage of the game, food stops respawning after the first floor boss is beaten, so from now on, we will have to make do with whatever is left over from the first floor. It is possible to encounter food on the second floor, but unlike the first floor, most of the doors are locked. The only time a door unlocks is when that bell rings. Anyway, isn't it about time for the next diary entry to be discovered? The game mentioned. Dietrich has collected a page of the diary. Charlotte thought, speak of the devil, shall I go meet up with him? Next scene. Painters were invited to the mansion to paint a portrait of the young lady for her 14th birthday. All the painters requested her to smile, but throughout the day, her bored expression remained unchanged. The painters were troubled by the young lady's lack of cooperation, but as the master wished to capture her lovely image in a painting, it could not be defied. A man among the group of painters spoke up. The young lady asked, and who might you be? The painter replied, my name is. Scene change. Charlotte came and asked, struggling, are you stuck? She thought, let's see, how did this puzzle go again? I swear I solved it in the game before. Then she said, don't the shapes of the shadows look a little strange? Dietrich spoke, this is Valek. Hold on, is this a trap? The game mentioned. Dietrich has collected the powder, beginning Charlotte assimilation. Next scene. The painter replied, my name is Valek. The young lady thought, how could a mere painter dare to speak to me in this manner? She asked, you said you would amuse me, correct? Valek replied, yes. The young lady continued, well, go on then. How do you plan to make me laugh? She thought, if he can't make me smile, I will just punish him. Charlotte woke up and said, my head hurts. Dietrich told her, you finally came to. You collapsed out of nowhere. Charlotte stated, don't you get your irritating face away from me? Dietrich asked, irritating face. Charlotte thought, what did I just say? She said, your irritatingly handsome face is what I mean. Don't misunderstand me. She thought, I made things even weirder. What should I do? Dietrich replied, forget it. If you are fine, I will be leaving now. I hope to stay far away from you in the future, Charlotte asked. Are you still mad? But I helped you just. Dietrich shouted. When did I ever ask for your help? I can't fathom if you were trying to help or lead me to my death. I am a fool, so I cannot bring myself to lay a finger on you, but I don't know how much longer I can keep it up, so please don't look for me again. Charlotte thought, I guess I can forget about visiting him for a while. We both are destined to run into each other whether we like it or not, so maybe I should rest while I can. I won't have time for it once those things arrive, after all. On the other hand, one of the bandits said, Can't those bastards just give up the chase already? He thought. I was originally planning to wait it out in hiding, but we barely made it out with our lives, one of the other people said. Was there always such a big mansion in Lindbergh? After that, the bandit thought, Somebody lives in this mansion, he said. We were just passing through, but it was pouring rain. Dietrich asked, Did you enter through the main gate? How did you open the door? Suddenly, Charlotte came and stated, Welcome to Lindbergh's mansion, my name is Charlotte. Like this video, hit the like button, and subscribe for more videos.